4 strikes this afternoon.
Danny likes that result. A little quick with his feet, a little anxious, a little longer swing. I saw his backswing go about 4 inches higher. He got the ball down the line. That's why his shot has more mistake room than the players throwing the big hook out there today. And he ripped the 5 out to take a 22-pin lead through 6. Best shot of the day for Danny Wiseman. Despite all the strikes, that was his best shot.
And of course, this is his 3rd game, and for Steve Jaros, it's his 1st of the afternoon as tournament leader.
A perfect strike. 1, 3, 5, 9, all 10 pins in the pit. That's what Wiseman's been doing all day long.
A double for Jaros, and he's cut the lead to 22. Well, as you look at these AMF temporary lanes, you think of all the work that went into it by construction people and lighting people and our own ABC people.
They're beautiful. And it's the wave of the future. I believe we're going to have probably 50% of these championship rounds in arena settings in the next couple of years. Right now for Steve Jaros, our tournament leader, this is a huge shot. Well, he has that very soft speed, and when he gets it around the pocket, he keeps it in play. But in a high-scoring environment, he's prone to leave those half-tens. We saw him leave a half-10 in the 1st frame, and here again in the 8th frame, the ball kind of quits a little bit at the pocket, and that's okay when you're trying to keep it in play. But here, you need all strikes.
Almost went over the line, sticking there. Okay, get that one over with. But it's getting late.
Danny Wiseman just took the 1st re-rack of the day. Up in the 8th frame, could take a commanding 33-pin lead with just 3 frames left. Has 6 in a row.
Could make a grown man cry.
That is the first major mistake of the championship round today. Danny Wiseman right through the heart. Gives it a whimsical look at the approach. What happened? All of a sudden, the match is on. Wiseman lead, which could have been 33, could go down to just 5 pins right here. All right, partner, here's the setup. Wiseman, a possible 252. Jaros, a possible 247. Wiseman just gets the ball a little wide, cuts right through the heart, doesn't get a break on either the 4-pin or the 6-pin. Obviously, the 7-10 still standing, and the match has become a game with just 2 frames left. Chris, a little chink in the armor out there, pal.
Frustrated at this point.
Well, he goes through the nose in the right-hand lane, and then you can see the ball wider than any shot we've seen today from Danny Wiseman. He breaks down the 2-8, leaves the 2-pin, but back-to-back frames with marginal shots right as the match is ending. He has opened the door for Steve Jaros.
Remember, Mike Edwards said he was drained after 2 games. Now, Danny, this is his 3rd of the afternoon. So with the pressure, you do wear out, don't you?
Oh, very good point, Chris. Surprisingly, he had those 2 opens, and he's put Jaros in a position, our tournament leader, that with 3 strikes and 6 pins, he will win the championship. Well, spares have become a key factor. It was all strikes all week long, and now Jaros, who is in the oil, a little heavy. See that ball between the 2nd and 3rd arrows? You keep it in the oil too long, it sails down there. And we know as you bowl longer and longer, sometimes the oil carries towards the back end. You don't get the break you want. And now both players are frustrated by light hits in the 9th frame.
Wincing along with all of us was John Evans of our affiliate WJET TV channel 24.
Woo. Chris, how many weeks, and this is, I believe, 4 weeks in a row, we've seen the championship match decided by a missed spare. Here, Jaros in a key 9th frame has chopped the 2 off the 5. Danny Wiseman can take the tournament just with a simple mark in the 10th.
And how often do professional teachers say, practice your spares, right?
Oh, that's for sure. Right now for Jaros, he can finish with 224. He would force Wiseman to mark. And let's face it, the last 2 frames rolled by Danny Wiseman weren't the best he's throwing all day long, so the match is up for grabs. Jaros needs this strike to force a mark out of Wiseman.
So he'll be in the 220s high.
Title at stake, secondary story. They have broken the all-time championship round record today. It's just by how many pins.
Finishing strong. 29-year-old from Bolingbrook, Illinois, seeking his 3rd PBA title.
Danny Wiseman, who has been shaky in the 8th and 9th after near perfection all week long, needs a mark, a strike or a spare, to win his 5th career championship and $39,000 from Splitfire. Right now, the all-time scoring record for 5 players has been broken. Danny Wiseman will not eclipse Jim Stefanich's all-time record of 815, but he needs this spare to win the tournament. Now just 4 pins. 4 pins.
Believe me, this man has fought hard to come back from a lot of disappointments.
Must stay behind the foul line. In this setting, Chris, you can get over anxious and run past the foul line down the side of the lane. So he has to be very disciplined. Stay on the approach behind the foul line. That's a lot.
Prior to last week, Danny's last telecast was April of 1992. And look what he has accomplished. Pat on the back to the champion of the Splitfire Spark Plug Open in Erie. All right, we'll be back to talk to the winner, the presentation. But first, this pause.